Welcome to the Schoencast, your guide to EdTech workflow. I'm Adam Schoenbart.
Hi Internet! Thanks for watching the first episode of the Schoencast. Every episode, I hope to focus on a new tool or how to use a tool in a new and meaningful way to improve EdTech workflow with things like organization, communication, feedback, and automation to make our teaching and learning better and easier. Each episode will include a walkthrough of how to set up a tool and how to use it with a classroom application that you can take back to your teaching. Then back on the blog, I'll focus on more examples and applications that hopefully make the tool meaningful for you.
This week, we're going to learn about Mule, a mail merge add-on for Google Sheets by the amazing New Visions team.
So, say you have a Google form, like I have right here. I use this form for my students to submit late work. So as usual, all of the form data goes into a Google Sheet. The sheet is named Form Responses 1 by default. To find Mule, I have to activate it in my add-ons. So I click Add-ons here and Get Add-ons, and this is where all the good stuff lies. In my search bar here, I search for Mule, hit enter, and it comes up right there. When you click free, it'll pop up and ask you to authorize it. You allow, and that's about it. Everything else will run itself. You'll see in a second it'll pop up with the working, and now Mule's ready to go. Once we click Add-ons again and find the Mule button, set up. So we start at the top, choose source data. That's pretty much asking, where is the information coming from? So our information is coming from this Google Sheet, which again is titled Form Responses 1. We have to find it on the list if it's not already checked. We have two different triggers to set the email that we're going to program. One is a time trigger, which will allow us to say, hey, every hour, every week, every day, automatically run the mail merge for new information. However, for our purposes right now, I'm going to stick to the form trigger. The form trigger basically says every single time the form is submitted, run the mail merge. Sometimes you have to toggle it an extra time here. Sorry, we're going on, so it's to the right. And now we're going to save. How many templates? We only need one, but we could have up to 15 different templates, meaning different merges running for different reasons. And then for each of those merges, we could have conditions. So let's say I only wanted to run class period 4 merges. That would mean that when someone submits the data and enters their class period as 4, that's the send condition for the merge to run. Otherwise, we're going to keep it as send for all rows, meaning every time the form is submitted, it will run correctly. Now we save template settings and edit templates. Now over here, this is where the magic happens. Basically what's going to happen is I'll hit my different column headers, and it knows what your column headers are based on the form itself. And when I do so, it's going to put together a template. So who's my 2? Well, if I want to email me in this case, I'm going to type in my email, because this is a form for when my students submit late work, I want to be notified. So I enter my email right here, meaning it's going to go to me, send me an email. Alternatively, I could enter my student email here just by clicking email. That's the email they submit on the form right here in column B if I wanted to automate an email to them. Reply to, because it's being programmed in Sheets, it doesn't know who to reply to. For me, right now, I'm going to put in email so that when I hit reply, if I get an email, it will be my student's email I am replying to. So subject, I'm going to say late work submission. You can make this whatever you wanted it to be. Then for me, I'll put my student's last name and comma first name. Again, you could totally customize this. So just to show you what this is going to look like so far, if you hit preview, automatically I will get an email from peterparker@gmail.com with the title of late work submission, Parker, Peter. So it takes the data across the row of the sheet and merges it into this template. Let's go back to edit, and right here, this email is a reminder that first name, last name has submitted late work on timestamp. Now, what it does here, I'll show you in the preview again, it's looking for us to say timestamp colon and kind of list this as a sort of just a list of information. So if you want to, you could just keep it simple, and I could have just said, I'm going to cut this for a second and just said first name, last name, assignment number, reason. You can select as much or as little of this data as you want. So again, right here, preview. Now it looks nice and clean. If you would like to put this in full sentences, inside the brackets, this is the information that you want. The header and title, right here, we don't really need that anymore, so I'm going to delete that. Last name, first name, has submitted late work on timestamp. All right. Why? Let's see. Assignment name, assignment due date, assignment number. I might not need to know their class period because I know my students, but I want their data here. And now once again, preview. All right. So now here is my merged email. Nice and simple. If I hit preview and send all, it's going to show me what they'll all look like. Then I can send an email to myself every time a student submits the form. So I'm not going to send now because I have made up fake emails right here, but I'm going to go back to edit template, and you'll notice in a second, it's saving, it's saved. I am saved, I am done. All right, now that we're done, let's check out our form again. So my form is all filled out, and I hit submit. I come back to my spreadsheet here, and row 5, the information I just submitted has come in, and as I scroll over, look at that. My email was sent, my mail merge works, and Mule is awesome. And ladies and gentlemen, right here on my phone, in my email right now, I have the email of late work submission from Barry Allen coming up. So, Mule works, and it is a great thing. For more information on how to use Mule or more ideas on how to automate form feedback in your classroom, be sure to check out the Schoen blog at Schoenbart.com. Feel free to reach out, email, Twitter, or Google+, if you have any questions, comments, or would like to talk more about automation and Mule in the classroom. Until next time, I'm Adam Schoenbart. Thanks for watching the first ever episode of the Schoencast.